Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's Derek. It's gonna be my first video in my on my channel. So if you like what you hear, subscribe wherever it is. Not sure. Brand new to this. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my story because my channel is gonna be about my journey, and my journey it started a little while ago. But the action, it started at birth, I guess, but the actions moving towards the journey that I'm going to be taking, I'm taking the first steps now. I've already taken some of them, but the big ones are going to be coming up over the next few years. So this is going to be a channel dedicated to my thoughts and ramblings, but underlying that, the story is going to be going from knowing what I have to do to doing it. People say that knowledge is power. It's not totally accurate, I don't think. You can know all kinds of things. You can know exactly, what to do, but if you don't do it, knowledge doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean squat. Think of it as a car. Gasoline is the power. Gasoline powers the car. But if you don't put it in the car, if you don't turn the key, you don't step on the accelerator, the car's going nowhere. The car's going nowhere. You have to take different steps to move your dream. I have to take different steps to move my dream. So let me give you a little background on me. Okay, I'm 42 years old. I have 3 kids. My oldest son is 19 years old. He's going to college up in Boston. And I have 2 daughters, 15 and 14. And I went to high school up in Massachusetts. I went to a year of college in Hartford, Connecticut, and didn't go to class. Learned what alcohol was, joined the rugby team. I wasn't taking school seriously. I was there to have a good time, and I think it was because I didn't have any interest in the course of study that I chose. I got a full ride. Because I did well in high school, and my college applications were on point. I got into every single college that I applied to. Every single one of them. And I picked the one that gave me the best financial package, which was a full ride. I think I had to pay back like $2,200 or something like that after the first year, the only year that I went. But I was going for radiology, and I picked it because in 1994 in high school I had this computer, and they had this computer, and you just enter in the different things that you're interested in, and it'll pop up some possible jobs that you could do. Then it cross-referenced that into different colleges that had those programs, and so I applied to those. I was interested in a couple of different things, but it said that I could make like $150,000 to $175,000 a year to start. And as a 17-year-old in 1994, I was like, yeah, baby, I'll take that money. I'll take it, and I'll go there, because I knew that I could pass those courses because I excelled in them. Really excelled in them in high school. Anatomy and physiology, and physics, and these things, they just came so easy to me. I was in a class as a sophomore with seniors that were just completely baffled with their physics class. I'd go in there, I'd get the overall idea in like 5 minutes. I would sleep through the class, and I finished with like a high A. And I'm not saying that to brag, it's just that's the way my mind works. So there's other courses like the history, I didn't get it then, so I didn't get good grades. We all have our strengths. I came to Florida, moved in with my mom. She gave me a better deal, and started waiting tables. Got a promotion to purchasing manager or whatever. I was a purchaser for a golf resort for all the food and paper products, all that stuff. And then I get bit by the golf bug, and I want to go to work for the golf course. They told me, I had really long hair at the time, that they couldn't give me a job because I had long hair. I went out that day and cut my hair because I was so in love with golf. And the golf pro said, I wish you'd have talked to me about cutting your hair first because I don't have a job for you. Now, I knew that was a lie because somebody had just quit the day before. Somebody had just left. And they were a full-time employee. I knew that, that they had to hire somebody. And she just didn't want to hire me. So I just quit the whole thing. I quit golf. I stopped playing. I play every couple of years now, but whatever. So then I got my first sales job. My father's a salesman. And so the first sales job that I got started as a sales assistant, and they gave me this little product to sell. I was working for a newspaper. And they said, okay, once a year we do this special section. So, we have this thing in the back, and so these spots are, $100. So sell as many as you can. And I said, okay, how many was the most that anybody sold? Because they're going to give me commission for each one. And I'm counting my money. I'm going, I can sell. I can sell. My dad was a salesman. I know exactly what to do. I can sell. So they said, oh, the most anybody's ever sold was 7 of them. I ended up selling 85. So they instantly found a spot for me on the sales force. Instantly. They recognized my talent. I went on to start earning a very, very good income because it was 100% commission, and I was coin operated, baby. I just went after it, and salesman of the quarter, like 3 times a year, 3 or 4 times a year, salesman of the year, a couple of times. And then this other company came in to help us sell a certain product, and they came after me. They said, we need you, because I outsold everybody on the entire staff put together on this product. Anyway, so I went to work for them. They flew me around the country to sell their product, and I crushed it with them. Ended up coming off the road because I was married, my wife was pregnant with our third, and bounced around in some different sales jobs. Went back to media sales a couple of years ago, and again, setting records, crushing it, But I was walking around, and I was just crawling through life in quiet desperation. I forget who said most men live lives of quiet desperation. Somebody, maybe you can notate it down at the bottom. It's not my quote, it's somebody else's, but it's true. That's how I was walking around in life. And but during that time, at this last job, this last ad sales job, we had this motivational training day thing. And one of the things we had to do was make a dream board. So I drew on this dream board all the things that I really wanted, none of which had to do with the company. I think that they wanted something else out of me, but this was my dream board. This was for me. That's why I was there. And so I put on there a music venue. I wanted to own a music venue. I drew out this music venue, and everybody was, supportive and clapped. So, oh yeah, that's a great dream, blah blah blah. And everybody, I could just see in their eyes, they're like, who the hell does he think he is? He's gonna own a music venue? Get out of here, And but that was the seed. That was the seed, because I fell in love with music as a kid. I fell in love with the connection that I had with the crowd, the absorbing the magical emotions that just were pouring out of the speakers, coming from the guitars and the vocals of these amazing artists. I'll tell the story of my first real concert on another video, but this is going to be my journey from that point until I open up the music venue, and I'll bring you guys along with every step of the way. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you like what you heard. I'll put out stuff at least once a week. Thanks, guys.